What's up guys, it's Max Merck here, and today I'm going to be applying the AvalonKing Armor Shield 9 ceramic coating to my Mercedes CLK500. Now, for those of you who know or don't know, my father actually bought this car new back in '05. I grew up learning how to, kind of drive in this car. I made a lot of videos in this car, and we sold it in 2011, and then I actually found it and bought it back in 2018. So right now, the past couple years since I've had it, I've been, cleaning it back up, fixing a lot of stuff, and doing this ceramic coating, and we're going to be doing a little light paint correction. This should be a pretty big step in, bringing this car back to its former new glory, but it's in good shape now. It's a diamond silver metallic paint job, and it hides a lot of swirls and scratches and imperfections pretty well, but in the right light, you can see some swirl marks on this car. So I'm with my really good friend Lewis over here with BBG Automotive. And if you guys remember, Lewis actually did the ceramic coating and paint correction on the C63 over there, and still about a year and a half later, it looks immaculate. So he's going to be providing his expertise in this video with the CLK500, and he actually has his own G35 right here, beautiful stance build on Vossens, and he's going to be doing a little bit of a correction and coating on his car as well, doing a little bit of a different method. But for my car, we're going to be doing a kind of simple DIY method. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox the kit and get started. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this unboxed. You can go ahead and slide this out. Very nice packaging. And that slides off. And there's a nice card. And there's the Armor Shield 9 ceramic coating. You do also get like a clear transparent strip right here on the side, so you can see how much of the ceramic coating you have left while applying it. And another thing I really like about this bottle is, as you can see, it actually has a little lid right here that you have to pop out in order to get the ceramic coating out, and it actually is a much smaller hole than a lot of the other bottles that I've seen, which makes it a lot easier to apply in the sense that not too much will spill onto your applicator, and you also kind of have that double protection, so you can have that and prevent spillage if you accidentally knock it over. Digging into the rest of the box, we can remove this little foam piece right here, and you can see we have a super nice high quality buffing towel. Very soft, high quality. Additionally, in here you have what looks to be a set of rubber gloves, which will make the application a lot easier and clean. And then you get some more microfiber cloths wrapped in plastic. So that's nice. You have a bunch of them for applying it. Yeah, even this comes up. Even this has the AvalonKing stamp on it, so it's all super high quality. And then finally, last but not least, you have the instructions in a little pamphlet right here. So it has everything nice and visual. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull off the license plate. You can see how dirty it is underneath that license plate. Probably has never been cleaned down there. And now we'll be using an iron remover and some fresh clay to decontaminate the paint before we polish and apply the ceramic coating. You can see how much grit it picks up. It's not too bad, but it does pick up a bit of grit. So now we've finished with the prep and pretty much cleaning the car before we apply the coating. And as you can see, I've gone ahead and masked off with blue painter's tape a lot of the trim, which is not necessary, but I'm just trying to make cleaning up the residue a little bit easier. Just take a little, maybe another 20 minutes of prep work, but it makes your life easier in the end. And before I get started, I'd just like to make sure that you guys know I'm no professional. Lewis over here is, so he's giving me a lot of pointers as I go. But so if you guys see, I'm not doing everything exactly as a professional would. This is my first time doing a paint correction on my own car, and I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking to make this car better than it was before. So now we're finally ready to start polishing. We're going to start off with the trunk lid, and Lewis is going to get it kick-started and kind of show me some pointers before I do the rest of the car.
All right, so we're using 3D's all-in-one hybrid compound and polish to take care of Max's CLK today. So we're going to start with a test spot here on the trunk lid. Kind of spread the product evenly, work it into the paint, and then go up on a higher speed here. So just going to give Max a few pointers here before we start. Start it like this.
So I've got the little spotlight here, as you can see, It's going to be pretty difficult to pick up on camera with the diamond silver and just the lighting that I have right now, but it's removed that, top layer of all the swirl marks. There are a lot of deeper scratches, as you can see. There's one right about here. You can kind of tell that's, polishing's not going to take that out, but all the swirl marks from just poor washing, yeah, and just 15 years of this car's never been polished, so this is its first polish. So as you can see right here, the light is catching it. It looks really good. I've also gone ahead and dropped the top so that I can go ahead and give this a quick cleaning where the soft top clamshell is, the clamshell cover, and then apply the coating to this as well, just to protect it, because once the top is up, this is inside the car and covered, but when the top is down, this is exposed, and the speedster humps right here. So I want to make sure this is all coated as well. Now finally, the last step before we apply the AvalonKing ceramic coating is to go ahead and prep the surface using a surface prep. This will essentially go ahead and clean all the remaining residue and anything left over on the paint before the coating goes on, so it can adhere a little bit better and hopefully last longer. You can also use isopropyl alcohol as well if you don't have just the off-the-shelf surface prep. So now we're ready to go ahead and apply the AvalonKing Armor Shield 9 ceramic coating. We've spent pretty much the most of the day polishing the paint, and now it looks phenomenal. The diamond silver metallic really pops. This is 17-year-old paint now, I believe. Yeah, 17-year-old paint now, and it's doing very nice. It pops very nicely, and it feels great, after being clayed, decontaminated, and polished with compound. Now we are finally ready to go ahead and apply the Armor Shield 9 ceramic coating. So now I'll go ahead and get started. We'll apply the coating to our applicator pad and then apply it to the car in a cross-hatching pattern. Let it sit for about 2-3 minutes and then buff it off. And now we'll go back in a cross-hatching pattern. Alright, it is about 6 p.m. now. We started at about 9 a.m., so we've been at this pretty much all day. So I'm really pleased with the results. I'm really pleased with the AvalonKing as well. It was a pretty straightforward process to apply it. Let me show you guys the results. It looks absolutely immaculate. It took a good 5 to 7 years off the car, I'd say. It was 2 of us, Lewis and I, but like I said earlier, this would be a very DIY friendly job. With a light polishing, like an off-the-shelf buffing compound, nothing too crazy, just the DIY friendly stuff is what I used, as well as a rotary buffer. And a huge shout out to AvalonKing for sending over their Armor Shield 9 ceramic coating for me to try out on the CLK. And I'm super pleased with the coating. As you can see in the sunlight, the diamond silver metallic just absolutely shines like a diamond, like in the name, but you can see all the metallic flakes. And this is a 17-year-old car. This is the original paint, besides the front and rear bumper, which have been resprayed, but the rest of the car is the original paint. The AvalonKing ceramic coating will also aid in washing the car next time. So next time I want to go ahead and clean up the car, a lot of the dirt and grime and just road grit should not stick to the paint as it did before, as well as preserve that deep shine. And overall, if you go up to the paint and feel it, you'll feel it is absolutely glossy smooth, like a brand new car it feels. I'm ecstatic with the results on this. And I have Lewis over here as well, and in his professional opinion, he said that the wait time between the application and the time you had to buff it off was very forgiving with the AvalonKing, which is great. I would highly recommend, if you're in the market for a ceramic coating, if you want to protect your car, this is a great way to do it yourself. I know it's a very expensive job to get done by a professional, but you saw, I'm not a professional at this. This was pretty much my first time doing it. I had Lewis's help, but I definitely would not be scared to try this again on another car. And I must note that I will be leaving the car in the garage for the next probably 3 days, just to let the coating cure. And I don't want it to, compromise anything after all the work we put into it. But I'm going to let it cure for probably a couple days just to adhere a little bit better to the paint. But overall, super pleased with the AvalonKing ceramic coating. And once again, a huge shout out to AvalonKing for sending over the Armor Shield 9 for me to test out. And definitely looking forward to showing you guys how it'll fare in the future. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at MaxMerc63. I'll be posting more updates of the AvalonKing ceramic coating down the line and what it's like to maintain. Thank you guys for watching, and look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.